All right, we are back. Yesterday, it wasn't very good. Started ranting, it cost me a game, and then my last game had a maiden one and a mouse slip. Just lost lost me the game. So hoping today is better. Um, Again, starting D4 as usual, and yeah, I'm hoping to play better today. Um, we'll see. I haven't warmed up or anything, so we're just going for it. Uh, don't have a ton of time today, so we'll probably just play one game. My opponent here is playing very aggressively, 1041, um, which, you know, hopefully we can do something about this. We'll be pushing my pawn here to a3 to prevent the knight from coming in. Even though my bishop is not on d3, um, I still I still like to just not let a knight come in there. Um, Let me bring my knight out. Then we're going to ask our opponent what they're trying to do here, and yeah, go from there. Our opponent castles. Let's see what they want. They'll probably drop back. If they do, I might just end up chasing the bishop with g4, g6, and maybe knight e5. Why not? Let's do it. I might be castling queenside, and okay, knight will probably jump to e4. It's expected. Uh, Maybe this can happen now. I think we can let the knight just chill there. I have a feeling that the bishop might come um, to h4, applying pressure here. Uh, if that's the case, probably rook h2 can work. Uh, Bishop d4 could. but my opponent takes. So I think we want to keep our light square bishop because taking it just opens up the F file for them. So we're just going to hold on to it. If he wants to trade it, that's fine. But we'll likely be castling very soon here. Okay, I think this is now possible. I don't see why not. Okay, now our opponent is being very annoying, not allowing us to castle. I should have thought about that. Um, our opponent has this now. So let's just get our rook there and try to prevent that mess. Maybe that's helpful. Just trying to get my king to safety here. Oh, I see this. This is also compelling. However, that leaves this pawn undefended. But, and also bring a rook here. If he tries this, we can just take with the queen. All right, our opponent here, Brian Murphy from Zambia, is playing really well. Okay, now this starts to get a little scary. He's just really applying a ton of pressure. Um, Maybe, I don't know if this will work. Yeah, I think this is very solid. How this plays out. Okay, he checks. I think it's safe to just move the king over. If anything, probably better for me. Um, I think we can take. Probably a good move. The queen swings over. Okay, do I take? Be a little slow, but I don't know. I think this pawn is well defended. I can even add another defender now. Um, to this pawn here. If we push, I lose my queen. I think this is fine. Okay, we're just going to take our gamble. There's probably something that I'm missing. Probably not. But yeah, probably our opponent will probably bring that there. Um, Not quite. I wouldn't be surprised if we see this, then I can take with check. Let's keep pushing our pawns. I don't even know if that is good, um, but I don't really have much more. Um, okay, he brings his rook back. This seems, I don't add some protection here. You know, I think it's fine trading both rooks for my queen. I'm not sure. I don't ever really have to think about that kind of stuff. So, but maybe this would have been better. Um, Seems like our opponent is trying to swing here. Uh, I'm gonna go right here, let him take, and then attack the king. That's kind of been the plan. I also have this. Why not? I think that move makes sense. This, okay, he does not go for it, but um, I don't know. I feel like I'm pretty committed to this. Yeah, I'm not going to take if he doesn't want to take. This bad boy can probably do this kind of business. Okay, he ended up taking it anyway. Okay, I wanted to keep the bishop here to prevent the king from coming out, but looks like we'll just have to defend it and then maybe. Hmm. The pawn one more time. I'm not sure if that's even a good idea. Um, okay, going into a pretty fucked endgame. Our opponent's bringing their king out. All right, what's the move here? Um, this? I think this is just going to be a race to promotion. Okay, I think we got it, guys. I think we did it. I mean, I think our opponent played really well. I don't know, I was kind of stuck there for a minute. He would like to chat. GG. GG, brother. That was a great game. Took me all the way to the end game. Had me a little shook, I'm not going to lie. Let's see what game review says. 80% accuracy. Um, you know, punching above my intended ELO, which is always good. No blunders from either one of us. Yeah, it seems like my opponent just had more mistakes, and see what happened. Okay, all pretty good moves. Okay, so attacking the pawn is not the way to go here. Or, sorry, attacking the bishop is not the way to go. What you want to do, or what I want to do here, is attack this pawn chain. Um, then the knight comes in. I get castled, which that not castling this game added a ton of stress. Then the bishop comes in. We get our rook into the semi-open file. Our opponent trades. We take back with the queen. And then we take back with our bishop. I don't know. I mean, the evaluation bar says that we're pretty equal here. Um, but I like this. Taking here would be a mistake. Because if I take, then this pawn hangs. Uh, since the queen is attacking it, this is attacking it, this is attacking it. So we want to take the knight first. Then we take the pawn. And again, evaluation bar says there's like a slight edge for black. But yeah, I don't know. This feels pretty good to play. Just so many open files, the bishop lasering the queen in a great spot here. Um, yeah. Okay. So do not chase the bishop here after they move back. Attack on the queen side. Noted. Okay. This was also a bad move. I should have castled. Did not want to castle because obviously my pawns look horrible. Yeah, putting pressure on that rook would have been an okay move, I guess. Okay, this is all gravy. Yeah, this was a mistake. I think by taking on f6, I allow my opponent to get a much stronger square for his bishop. Should have attacked the bishop first. But why would he do that? Why not just drop the bishop back? Comes with the check. I mean, I think dropping the bishop is fine. No? And we just start piling on pressure here. Um, yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe that's just too above my pay grade, but it's all right. This is all good stuff. I thought about offering just trading queens by moving my rook to e2, but decided to target the weak pawn here. He found the move, I guess, not very hard. Um, okay, yeah. So I talked about this in the game. I feel like f1 was a better square for my queen again, because then if they would have traded, I would have been down a queen. Um, would have been down a pawn. Um, and yeah, that wouldn't have been good. This is insane. It's asking me to attack the queen here, but then that doesn't that hang a pawn? Oh no, it fucking blunders checkmate. Yeah, see, those are the things that I just don't see. Um, okay. Yeah, I guess getting the rook to the seventh rank would have been good because it's protected by the pawn, and if my opponent takes, then I can take over here. Um, and if my opponent moves, I can probably. Does this work? I mean, it's an inaccuracy, but yeah. Okay, I guess getting the rook to the seventh rank would have been a good move. And then here we're just playing really tight, honestly. Pretty satisfied with how I played this endgame. This is a mistake. So, yeah, I guess if my opponent attacks my rook, then my pawn hangs. Although, why wouldn't this work? So yeah, I guess my pawn structure would be all fucked. Okay, so that, glad my opponent didn't capitalize on my mistake. Um, yeah, and then here, my opponent kind of just overextended and let my king get the dead center. And we won. GG's to my opponent.